district in Kaohsiung. We have 24 classes and we have about 600 students. And I teach the 5th graders and the 6th graders. It's the second year.
My name is Daisy. I teach in the Kaohsiung Refinery Elementary School. I teach for 10 years. I teach the 4th graders.
My name is Michael. I teach at Wonfu Elementary School and Oil Refining Elementary School. I teach 6th grade at Wonfu and 4th and 5th grade at Oil Refinery. I have 3 co-teachers, LET Tracy, LET Sophia, and LET Debbie. They all 3 have very different, unique teaching styles, which has been a great opportunity to learn how I can modify my own teaching style and leadership styles so that it can correspond with theirs, so that we can more effectively teach together.
I'm Sophia. I teach English in Wonfu Elementary School. Well, it's in Kaohsiung City, in district. Well, I teach grade 6. Among all activities carried out in our classroom, I like the role play the best. Michael has this theatrical way of acting out the role. Students respond to him naturally and can imitate his intonation and his verbal expression. At the end, they usually can perform a dialogue near nature.
All right, good morning, everyone. Today, welcome to the game show. Today we have the Lee family. This is Larry, and this is Anna, and this is Dad, and this is Mom. Okay.
My first ETA is Brady and my second ETA is you, Michael. And both of them are African Americans. And it's a very good way for us to get along, how to get along with a foreigner. Because they are African Americans, so we learn that all students, all my colleagues learn that not all Americans with blonde hairs, white skin is a very good way. Michael teaches our students hip-hop during the after lunch time. All students are volunteers. Yeah, they want to know and learn about what is hip-hop. 19 students. Some are 5th graders and some are 6th graders. It's very good because I think they are all volunteers, so they are highly motivated. They perform on sports day and they will perform on our graduation ceremony. So in the beginning, teacher Michael will explain what is hip-hop and where does it come from and what is 4 pillars and why the stage have hip-hop. And after that, it's warm-up and then teacher Michael teach how to dance. Everyone has fun.
So I teach hip-hop on Thursdays at nap time, and I've had one goal at the outset of this sort of project, if you will, and that was to introduce to students the racial diversity in the United States. And so I started teaching the students about Kool Herc and his role in really spurring the hip-hop movement and talking about others like African Bambaataa. And I also do, oh my God. We good? Okay, we're good. And I talked about breakdancing. I've talked about sort of the basic components of hip-hop and MC and rap and DJing and graffiti, and how all of these all together sort of comprise of hip-hop. And so for me, it's been really important just at the basic level to share to these students that not every American looks the same and not every American comes from the same background. And that is my only hope, is that is the only thing that sticks. I mean, if more does, great, but if it doesn't, and that one thing does, then I will feel that I have done a good job.
I enjoy an ETA in my class the most when we play games. Michael has this charisma to engage all students in a game and makes the classroom atmosphere students virtually acquire the language without knowing.
I think let's again let's create a sentence. Play the game of create a sentence. The students will notice that they have to have the capitalize of the sentence later, and they have to remember the question mark or what else. So I think that's really a good way to play, and students really like that. Yeah, and it also shows the teamwork for the students for each team.
Celebrate several holidays like festivals and Halloween and Christmas and Easter. Dini teacher Michael explained what is Easter, and then we gave each student a class name, and students can just draw pictures on it.
What makes me feel the happiest is in all my English classes this year, kids get rid of their accent totally. When they speak English, they speak in right rhythm and with beautiful pronunciation and intonation.
One of my favorite activities that we did with the kids is just like a simple worksheet. Wasn't much to it, but we had the students translate a paragraph or two, and in fact we've had them translate several of these texts every couple weeks or so, and it's been great watching these kids just sort of parse a text and put it into their own words in Chinese and answer a couple of true or false questions with it. And for me, that's been a way for me to measure how is my teaching going, is there anything that we should be changing, because it wasn't necessarily a test per se, but it was a way we could measure how these students are progressing. One of my other favorite activities was having the students actually make a picture book and drawing pictures to correspond with the text. The text was about a bear named Barry and Marcus the monkey, and how they wanted ice cream, but they had to go through Gary the goat and Harry the horse, and they couldn't find the ice cream, and so they had to settle with some candy. So it was just really cool to see the kids be able to express themselves in an artistic way, and to assess the kids in a different way that isn't necessarily through a test or through an oral exam, but through just simply drawing and really giving an opportunity for those students who are more artistic to show off a little bit.
I think the challenge is I'm not so have the special experience so abundant like teacher Michael. Then he just teach the student. I think sometimes if I teach that way, I will think when students feel I'm crazy. But that's really quite impressive for them, and they really like that. So that's really a challenge. I want to learn that way. I want to learn many ways teacher Michael teaching. So that's really a challenge for me.
Michael also teaches on Fridays. He does storytelling, and he sings songs with students from all over our school.
On Fridays I teach storytelling, where I do a storytelling session at Wonfu Elementary School to the entire school. So every Friday it's a different class. It's been great. I have the opportunity to sing a song, any song I want to, any book that I want to, and any games that I want to. So it's really just me in a classroom teaching with a different co-teacher who's not really like a co-teacher. She's just one of the other local teachers in there that I borrow her classroom, and she sort of helps me every now and again. Also with translating sometimes when I'm teaching second graders.
This year I speak more English in my classroom. Dr. Spring has said that you have to speak more English, then that the students have the environment to teach more, to learn more English, and then before I will translate the sentence I say, because I'm afraid some of the students don't understand that. But this year, I think maybe I don't explain so much. Then they will try to be concentrated in my class.
So, in Taiwan, basically we do not co-teach with other teachers because I participate in this project. So I have the great chance to cooperate with teachers. It's not easy and challenge because the ETA and I speak different language and we are from different cultures. But we have to work together and teach our students.
I think most Americans assume that most Asian kids in Asia are quiet, taciturn, don't talk, just nose in the books. But my experience, quite the opposite actually, and it's been really fun and frustrating to watch these kids sort of open up from their box back in August and early September into these just wild, crazy gremlins that just, you cannot get them to sit still by May. And probably for good or for bad, I'm gonna miss these kids after I leave, and it's been a great opportunity. It's been a great opportunity to work with someone from a different culture in the same sort of work environment, and having to take our personal experiences and apply them in a way that is applicable to our sort of task. So how getting me from the United States and all the LETs from Taiwan, who are very different experiences, and getting us in the same classroom to do the same project has been hard a lot of the time, but it's also been fun, and something that I'm going to always remember once I leave.
Living right, you're Astro, I know you're living right, come on now. I know you're living right, come on now.
You know I rock that mic without the headphone, just got the hand clap. So yo, I'm on the roam like a celly, my man West got the big belly, I got one to match. Rolling up on the telly is the tell-I vision. Yo, you just fitting with precision, I just be saying it and spitting. My main man SB over on the left, getting down with the rhyme, cause yo, it's hot to death. So
I bust and thrust and throw your shit to dust. Cause my man on the side, he thrust, so I must put my word out, put my bird out and get down. Cause my man Jay live with the fat ass sound.
Well, I'm in the same room where the mic I consume like yesterday. Came to see y'all play, rolling deep like the